Hello lovely friends, I've got a sneak peek today of this miniature flip cup. This is a fun one. It's a Galaxy piece and I'm very excited to show you a little glimpse of something. But first of all, thank you so much to my lovely members, Linda and Jill, and my subscribers. Today is Talent Tuesday and I can't wait to see what Kim's made, and I'm giving you a sneak peek. Can you see that naughty cat? That's a neighbour's cat. Dexter, his name is, and him and Eve get on really well. But can you see where he is? That is the duck. It's a spray painted duck that I did recently, and she has become a feature in the garden. So I've got some hints and tips today about how I create Galaxy art, and I'm going to show you how I mix my paints really quickly. So I've got some cool colours today. I've got a tiny cup, look how big it is. It's tiny, it's about an ounce of liquid that you fit in it. But then it's a really small canvas as well. So let's see how it turns out. There's my iridescent green blue, and that's a lovely consistency. This is the beautiful iridescent pearl. Oh my goodness, such a yummy colour, as Cos Creations would say. And that's where I first found that colour, iridescent pearl by Golden, and it's fine as well. And this is my iridescent Tri-Art Gold. It's one of the first times I've used this paint. I've had it for ages. It's beautiful, really pale gold, but really shines through. It's such a stunner. And then we've got bronze. It's iridescent bronze by Golden, lovely consistency. And then we've got Azo Gold. Now I've wanted to get, there we go, bronze, iridescent bronze, really light colour, comes out beautifully. This Azo Gold, I wanted to get the Nico Azo Gold, which is a bit more golden than this, but it wasn't in stock for quite some time, so I got that one, and I really do love it. It makes a lovely accompaniment to these colours. So there's my Bordeaux red. You know I like a bit of Bordeaux red. It's one of my favourite reds. It's so deep, it's so rich in colour, and you can make it lighter and darker by the different colours around it. But I'm going to be exploring some other reds. I have got other reds, but I just keep coming back to it. You have your favourite paints, don't you? So let's get these paints all off. I've got my fresh foil underneath, and I've got my miniature flip cup, so I'm going to be layering the paints in this flip cup. And I've got my miniature canvas as well. It's a tiny one. It's a new canvas, but it's been, as you can see, covered with my lucky paws. So I've wiped it all off. It's all clear, and I'm now going to show you my base, which is a lovely consistency. And this is made with Daler Rowney paints, and it's the leaf green and the black. So if you have the range in the UK, if you're in the UK, you can get these acrylic paints. They're really lovely. They're about £8 a pot. Really great consistency, work every time. And you can mix them with a bit of Liquitex gloss medium, pouring medium, which is what I use. So it's Liquitex gloss pouring medium, not to be confused with Liquitex gloss medium. It has a different feel to it. The only difference really is the gloss pouring medium gives it better flow, and I tend to go back to that each time because it works so well for me. So we've mixed it all up, and you can probably not see too much of the green in this, but you can tell when you start to see the other colours interacting. I just wanted to have a green hue in the Galaxy. Now I've been challenged by my wonderful member Linda to do a 3D or textured Galaxy piece, and that is coming soon, very very soon. I haven't forgotten it, it's on my list, and I'm just working out how to do it, and I've got so many options in my head. I think I'm just going to go and do it one day and just see how it turns out. That's normally how I work things out. Don't you just love to experiment? So you can see the consistency of this one. It's pretty much the same as most of my pouring, which is a honey colour. Drips off nicely, but it has that sort of staying power as well, so it doesn't fall off the canvas. It pours off really nicely. And I tend to use my glove to tease the paint down the side of the canvas, making sure that all the different spots around the canvas are covered. When you have a black canvas, you don't have to be as careful, but it's actually really good to make sure you cover the canvas no matter what colour it is, because you have even flow then all the way around, even coverage. So I've got the base done. There are no real air bubbles, so I don't need to use my air gun or my blowtorch, although you can if you want, just to make sure. And I've got my little baby flip cup here. This miniature flip cup is the first time I'm doing this. And I'm just really excited to see how it works out. And it makes sense that you use a small one on such a small canvas, but after doing the experiment today, I thought to myself, you know what, I really want to use this on a larger canvas and just make of a more of a design with some negative space, because I do like negative space. Have you seen some amazing art that August from August Acrylic Art is doing at the moment with his negative space and Shelley Art? There's an amazing wave that they're doing. I just love the negative space and how it looks like a real design. You can see the azo gold that's gone in, and the pearl white, and now the iridescent green blue, just a touch of that. I really wanted to give it that sort of really spacey feeling, and you're probably familiar now with how I create the cells. So in this one, I haven't used Australian Floetrol and I haven't used my Pebeo silicone. All I've used is my Liquitex pouring medium. You know, one of the reasons why the cells are created in this one is because the pouring medium, Liquitex pouring medium, does help to promote cells, and it just seems like this combination of colours and the combination of flipping the cup creates the cells, and then of course the heat gun brings those cells out. So it's a really interesting experiment again this time with this combination of colours from Tri-Art, Golden, Daler Rowney and Pebeo all together, and the only cell activator was one drop of the Pebeo silicone in the green blue only. So here we go, the moment we've been looking for, the flip cup and the cocktail stick to release the air. And I moved it really quickly then, didn't I? So when you're doing a flip cup, the speed of which you do it shows how much comes out reaction wise, cell wise, pattern wise, and there's no end of ways that you can do it. Already you can see the cells appearing, and that's a combination of interaction of the paints, warmth, it's quite warm in the room, and those cells will come out a bit more because of the heat gun and also because of the movement. So when you do a flip cup or a moving cup, it creates a reaction in the paint. It's amazing. So this for me feels like a galaxy piece, the galaxy feel on a very dark green black base with those other colours playing. I didn't put too much green blue in because there's already green in the base. I'm really enjoying how the colours are interacting, and this is the first combination with all these different makes of paint. I usually use one type of paint with perhaps one additive from a different make, but this time it's worked out really, really well. So I'll be using them again. Also, they're very good quality paints, and so they tend to play well. What I'm noticing is the golden paints are causing a different reaction, and I like the reaction in this one. Ordinarily you may not like the reaction, and I know, you know, when you use certain paints and you get used to them, I know what I'm going to get when I use Pebeo, I know what I'm going to get when I use Golden all together, but when you combine them all, that's part of the excitement, that's part of the experiment for me. So I've got the heat gun here, just using that, and you can see a few more cells popping up, and I've got some negative space there, and I'm going to create planets on top, just little planets on this miniature piece. So here's the end result, the wet result, and the close-up. Can you see those cells? All those cells created from one drop of silicone in that tiny drop of green blue that I used. That's the reaction. You can see how it's layered on top of the azo gold. It's interacted with all of the different colours. Amazing. And it just shows you don't need to add much at all. In fact, less is more with silicone. So what do you think of the close-up and the interaction of the cells and the colours together? This colour palette is now going to become a new firm favourite for Galaxy, and also I'm going to be looking at doing a Northern Lights piece soon. So thank you so much for being here. I'd love to know what you think of this creation. And another little sneak peek of the duck. This is the naughty cat from next door called Dexter. There's now 3 black cats in the garden. This one loves Eve. Eve quite likes him, but she only plays near him for a period of time and then she gets bored. But this is obviously a young cat, and this young cat is mesmerised with Eve. So there's my little duck. I'll put the video for this little duck at the end so you can go and have a look at how I spray painted and gave it a new lease of life. Been wonderful doing our Talent Tuesday together today. Let's go and see what Kim has created from Kim's Art Alchemy. She's always got something amazing for us. And don't forget, your art is a piece of you, and I love hearing what you're creating. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe, it really helps support my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.